Hello everyone. Today I'm going to teach you on how to perform payroll processing in Payw1zard system. So now I'm clicking the payroll menu. You will see here the first step in payroll processing is just to maintain the payroll period. So you start clicking the payroll period. Here we have a two payroll period already. It was created. Now I will create another payroll period, like for example, we use another payroll period for the month of February. So I will create a sequence of payroll period. So this payroll period is just the sequence. So now I will use number 03. The date prompt is the start of your cutoff, 0201 and then 0215. And the payout is like for example, yeah, 0215. So this is the first payroll of for the month of February. Now I will create another cut-off, which is the second payroll of February. So the sequence is 04, and then it should be 0216 to 2018, and then 02 2018, and then payout is 0228. So this is the last cut-off for the last period for the month of February. So you can maintain the payroll period for the whole year cycle, or you can just maintain one by one every time you will process your payroll. So now, since you have the cutoff or the payroll period prepared already, let's exit the screen. We will now start preparing for payroll. So you can also maintain the loans of the employees before you process your payroll. So I'm just clicking the employee loans. This is you add loans to the employee. Just click add, and then click the employees. We will have loans, and then the loan specific loan of the employees, and then the cut of the employees. So in our example, we will use the 0201, and then the start of payment. This is the cutoff per the start of payment of loans will start. So in this example, I'm using 15,000 loans, and then amortization of 1,000. So total loans is 16,000, and then the amortization, let's say I have here 3,000 or 1,500 every payday. So here you can also use this text box where you maintain the beginning payment. So if there are employees that has previous employer with deductions from previous employer, you can also maintain the current balance of the employees by using the beginning payment. You just input here the number of payments or the amount that's being paid from the previous employer. Like for example, if this employee has 1,000 from previous employer, already paid 1,000 from previous employer, so the remaining loan balance will be 15,000. So the system automatically calculate the outstanding balance of the employees. You can also click the stop payment if you want to stop the payment for the specific loan. This is applicable, like for example, you have employees that will undergo prolonged leave or maternity leaves. So you can also click stop loan and then just put the reactivation, so that this loan module will automatically capture once the employees return from leave. So you can also use this selection or option here at the lower if you want to have a humanitarian consideration in terms of loan. Like for example, the employees has less salaries for this cut off, so the employees requested to lower the deduction of loan for this cut off. For example, instead of 1.5, he requested only to have 500 for this cut off, and then the whole amount 1,000 for the last cutoff. That is also possible in the system. So for the sake of example, we will just use the standard of the system, then the save loan. So automatically, the employees has record in the loan register. So I will now close this and then start the processing of payroll. So you start processing of payroll, you start click the payroll processing. Now you just double click here to select for the cutoff. So what we will process today is the payroll for the month of February. This is the first payroll of February, and then just click the cutoff and then click the worksheet. Automatically it will appear blank worksheet. So you need to click the prepare data. So the purpose of prepare data is to capture all active employees in the master file. So meaning all the employees in the master record with active record, automatically it will be captured in the employee worksheet, payroll worksheet. So now I will double click the payroll data, prepare data. So the system will prompt you prepare data for all active employees. And when you click yes, automatically it will prompt you again that the worksheet will refresh. This worksheet will automatically close for refreshing. So you just click again the worksheet to continue. Just click yes, automatically click again. Then you have now the active employees that it will be included in this payroll period processing. So the next step is to import the time and attendance. So this is the result of your timekeeping system. So here, what I will show you is the template that we are using in terms of payroll uh, time and attendance. So I'm showing you sample template of time and attendance. This is the template for the time and attendance. So this is the template for the time and attendance. So what you will do is just to uh, input all the information like the number of days absent, late, overtime, the different OT of the employees. So automatically just put that in the input that in the template in this format, and then you just save it in lower Excel version. So again, you will use the lower Excel version 5.095 workbook, then save it. Automatically you have now that template for time and attendance. So sorry. So now I'm going to import the time and attendance in the system. So what I will do is just to import time and attendance. Click the import time and the import attendance, and then locate for the file. So this is the time attendance template, and then just import that into the system. So this is the this is the worksheet already. Once you import the time and attendance, automatically it captures all the attendance or the records, the overtime, summary of overtime of the employee. So if I'm going to double click one example here, automatically it will show you the, let's say this employee has regular OT of 8 hours, regular holiday of 8 hours. You can also edit this. Let's say this employee has 2 days absent. Let's say uh, 12 hours or regular overtime, so you can also maintain that in the system. Likewise, you can also add additional other earnings. So these are one-time earnings of the employees, so you can do it one by one. Let's say this employee has payroll adjustment of 500, and then if this is taxable or not, or you just click this. If not, you just click this one, the save button, and then if there are also deductions, you can also maintain that. For example, this employee has 1,000 deductions. So this is like, for example, deduction 500 also. then just save also in the system. So that's it. So how you maintain one by one in terms of one-time earnings and one-time deduction. So and then just save it, and then you have the one-time earnings, one-time deduction entered in the system. Now you can also use this button. We have the worksheet. This is the worksheet. This is the overtime. You have also here the others button. This is the others tab. So in others tab, you can upload the template. Instead of maintaining it one by one, you can use the template for the one-time earnings and one-time deduction. So I will show you the sample template also for one-time earnings and one-time deductions. So this is the sorry, I will locate the sample template. So this is the additions. This is the one-time additions template. This is how it looks like. So you just maintain in this kind of format. This is the payroll code or the adjustment code. You need to have the same adjustment code in the system. So meaning in the system we have the maintenance of the adjustment code. So this is the adjustment code. If I'm using the 001, automatically that's a payroll adjustment. So should be uh, in my template. The 001 is pertaining to payroll adjustment. So that this is important of maintaining the creating a template for payroll adjustments or for one-time earnings. So this is the amount. So we just maintain amount with no decimals. Uh, so if there's a decimals, and you can also put decimal as well, but no comma. So you just put uh, the numbers here, and then save it also in lower version of Excel. So this is same process. You just maintain it in a lower version, save it, and then automatically you can now import that in the system. So now what I will do is to process using the import facility, so that you can process payroll automatically with all other deductions and earnings be imported as one time in the system. So now I will use the upload template here. I will uh, select the template. So this is the addition template that I will import into the system. This is the deductions template that I will import in the system. Just click the upload. Automatically, the system will capture all the other earnings and deductions to be included in this payroll processing. Now, you go back to the worksheet, and then what you will do is just to activate. If this is not marked, you just mark it all. See here, it's marked, and then automatically you can now process the payroll. So you can process the payroll. That's it. You have your payroll process. Then you can now view the payslip of the employee. So we have here the three types of payslip. This is the first type of payslips. You can also use this type of payslips. And you can also the third format of payslip. So that is how you process the payroll. So you can reprocess the payroll as long as you want to edit payroll processing. Let's say you want to update the, let's say this particular employee is John Doe number 1, has changes in the master record. Like for example, you can also easily check the records master file of the employees by clicking this one. But what about the employees if has increase in the salaries that you are on the time of processing? You need to capture the changes of the increase in salaries. Like for example, John Doe 1 increased to 55,000. What you will do is just ask the master data to maintain first the master data, the salaries. So let's replicate that scenario by maintaining the master file of John Doe 1, maintain the salary. So from 50,000, let's increase the salaries to 60,000. So my scenario here is I'm finished with the first round of processing, but I need to capture the changes in the salaries. So it increases to 60,000 on the same period. Now, since I have the master data maintained, we'll close the master data. What I will do in the processing is just to double click the processing. And then since there's changes in the master file, for me to reflect the changes, I need to prepare data again so that it will reflect all the changes in the master record. So every time you have a changes in the master record of the employees, you need to click the prepare data before you do the reprocessing. So now I will do the prepare data. Automatically it will refresh again the worksheet, and then you can now reprocess the payroll. Now let's see if the that changes reflect in the employees record. You can select also the one by one. You can select, let's say, let's check for employee John Doe 1. So that's it. So that is 30,000. So meaning the employee salary reflected using the current salary. So that is the first payroll processing. So you will see here in the payslip there's no deduction of a mandatory contribution. So what I will do is to process the second payroll so that it will calculate for the mandatory contribution. So in the same format, what we will do is just to close this and then select for the next cut. But before that, what we should post this payroll, the first cut off, so that we can have the payroll close already for this payroll period. So I will now post this first cut off. So you will use again the same credentials, admin and password. So once the payroll is closed, now you can now process for the second payroll. Just click close and then click the second cutoff again. So here I have now the blank worksheet again. Now what I will do is just to click the prepare data. Let's refresh, and then now I have the worksheet for the next payroll period processing. So again, same scenario. What I will do is just to import the attendance. I will use the same template for the this exercise. So I will use and then I will upload the one-time earnings as well. These are one-time additions. These are one-time deductions, and upload to the systems. Yeah, then I'll go back to the worksheet and then click process again. Automatically have now the second payroll process for the month of February. Now you can see the payslip here for the for this payroll period. So if I locate for the, it will show you the contribution of mandatory. So it will automatically calculate the mandatory contribution of the employees. Okay, so that's the second payroll period. Now you can now view the other reports that is vital in terms of payroll preparation. You can print the register. So you have the register format in PDF. This is the register format in PDF. So you can also extract the payroll register in extract a payroll register in Excel format. So now I'm extracting the payroll register in Excel format. So automatically it will create the payroll register in Excel format. So you just wait to finish the payroll register in Excel format. Then you can save that in your local drive as well. So now I have now the payroll register in Excel format. You can format the Excel, same what we are doing in terms of formatting the reports. you can also format that and then just save it in the local drive. Now you can also, when you save the Excel role, not necessarily in the lower version, you can use the higher version of Excel. So this is the payroll register. So that's done in terms of reporting for the payroll register. The next step is to create for the bank advice. So now we have now the subsequent activities. So since you've done with the processing, what you will do is to prepare for the bank advice. This is where you create the bank ASCII format that you need to submit to the bank. So now I'm using the BDO bank ASCII format. I will use the cutoff, first payroll cutoff, and just click the prepare. So now I have just one employee with BDO ATM account. Now you can create the letter. This is the letter, and then this is the employees without ATM, and then you can now create for the ASCII format. So this is the ASCII format that you need to submit to the bank for crediting. Okay. And next is the preparation for the other payroll report. So now you will now prepare for the journal entries report. You just click the distribution of accounts here and then create the journal entries. So this is the journal entries. So then you can now submit the journal entries to the finance for proper recording. So next is the preparation of the reports. There are other reports that you need to extract in terms of submission to the finance or accounting. So here you can generate the payslip, payroll register, other adjustment. These are other adjustment. This is the one that we import using the Excel. The other one-time earnings and other one-time deductions. So you just select the cutoff and then just click print. Automatically it will show you the one that we imported in the system. Other information is not available. So this is the HMO. Okay, so you can also generate report like overtime report. If you have overtime report, just click the date range and then print for the overtime report. So this is the overtime report for that cutoff. And you can also print the loans report if you have loans. So let's use February. So you can have the register as well for your loan. So and then you can also generate the reports for submission, the customized report for government remittances. So here you can just click the customized report under Philippine report and the monthly report. So here you will start printing the SSS contribution. So this is the SSS contribution for the month of February. This is the summary and the total. And then you have also the PhilHealth report for the month of February. So this is the PhilHealth report, the summary, and the total. You can also print the Pag-ibig report. So we have the M1-1. So this is the Pag-ibig report, the Pag-ibig contribution for the month of February. And if you have the loans, you just click the loans. So unfortunately, we don't have a loan setup for the month of February. Okay, and then lastly, the tax withheld report. This is a 1601C. Just click the 1601C and fill up the necessary information for the 1601C, like the RDO, if this is amended or not, and then just save it, and then just click the 1601C. It will automatically populate the 1601C report. So if you have new hire employees, you can also click the SSS R1A. Let's say you have new hire for the month of February. You can click this. It will show here the new hires for February for R1A as well as for our PhilHealth ER2 for the month of February. So the system will populate here if there's a new employees on that month. So you can test this by clicking one, adjusting the date card of the employees. Like for example, for this example, we need this is hired February, so that it will show you in the month of February. So if I go back to the report R1A and select that month, automatically it will show here. Sorry. This is like for example February. Save it now. Then let's say generate for the R1A. So it will appear here the employees that's hired for the month of February. Same thing with the PhilHealth ER2. I will click here the will show also again the name of the employees in the report of ER2. So that's it for the payroll. Thank you.